Listen to what outsiders were telling me about, what are you huffing and puffing about?
Because it's just so sad. Your experience was altered. I was really excited for you to come here. Like, until Phaedra, I didn't have no friend on the show. Child, I was a lone wolf.
I think because K. Michelle has had bad experiences with women, she has some PTSD.
Okay.
When you come into this type of platform with these type of big personalities, you can be triggered. She came around, but she was
The ladies sit down to reflect on K. Michelle's experience with the group and the misunderstandings that shaped her relationships throughout the season. K. Michelle opens up about outside voices influencing her perception, her emotional reactions, and the comments that hurt her deeply. As the women revisit those moments, they also take accountability for their own actions and question whether certain friendships may have influenced Kay's view of the group before she had a chance to form her own opinions.
I think because K. Michelle has had bad experiences with women, she has some PTSD.
Okay.
When you come into this type of platform with these type of big personalities, you can be triggered. She came around, but she was misunderstood.
Watching the season back, what would you have done differently?
Everything.
Really?
I would have allowed for things to take place instead of trying to get in front of them.
Yeah.
I would have not listened to what outsiders were telling me about, what are you huffing and puffing about?
Because it's just so sad. Your experience was altered. I was really excited for you to come here. Like, until Phaedra, I didn't have no friend on the show. Child, I was a lone wolf. I got it bad. I felt like everybody was against me the same. I was like, oh, a fresh start. And then just to see how something might have made you close up to me and some of the girls, it's sad. I ain't gonna lie. At every turn, I just couldn't figure out a way for you to understand another way.
There was nothing no one up here could do and move me any type of way.
It was within your...
Yes, it was within your head.
So what was being said to you that kind of like...
Who was in your head?
Like, there were outside sources that were saying things to me.
That were people that knew people on the show?
Yes, and a lot of the bloggers have even stated a lot of the ladies did call them to ask about me.
What lady called? What girl up here called a blogger?
If you knew people, wouldn't that be normal for them to be like, hey, what's the tea on K. Michelle?
Yeah, I didn't call people to say, well, how is Portia behind the scenes? How is Phaedra? I didn't do that.
Can you tell us who the people were?
I got stuff like from Nosh. And even there's a hairdresser. I know this is a group about friendship, but we can't sit up here and act like people don't go pull things on each other.
Okay. The MO from the viewers were like you would be in scene, you would run away and start blasting off on Twitter. I'm assuming that you regret that.
I definitely own that I had more experiences off camera than I had on camera. For over 10 years, any thoughts or random situations within me, I've always tweeted them, good or bad. Within my career, there was no change, but instead of just tweeting how I felt, I should have sat there. People think I'm very confrontational, but I'm really...
You seem very sensitive.
Yeah, I am. I'm really
you seem
not.
overly sensitive.
Yeah.
Why did you take Portia's miscarriage comment as her shading you?
I was only an hour out of the hospital, and I'm telling you what's going on, and you bust out and say, was it a miscarriage? What if it was?
Your intention was...
to usher her from the hospital into a safe space.
Okay.
I was sitting there with people who I trust. When you were telling the story, kind of went around what exactly it was. But you had talked about fertility. And I'm a woman who has had fertility issues. I'm a woman who's also had miscarriages. And you're in a group of women who have uteruses and other things like that.
This is my first time being in a circle with Phaedra and with Cynthia. And the first thing to come out with the random people on the other side of the wall getting their toes done is, did you have a miscarriage?
I represent March of Dimes, have for many, many years. My daughter is a rainbow baby. And so I really would have hoped at that time when we had that sit down, you could have understood that I was being authentic with that. Again, here now, I apologize, and I still never meant that to be that way.
I accept your apology, and in that moment, when I'm speaking on it and I'm bringing it back up, I'm not saying that I crucified Portia. I was live speaking about what was going on and how I felt in that moment. I also will take accountability for that as well.
Okay, so you were tweeting like you're in the confessionals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I give you a piece of advice?
Okay.
Don't do that. Shannon from Lithonia, Georgia said, K. Michelle, do you ever feel like you rushed into making friends with Shamia, Kelly, and Pinky and didn't give the other ladies a chance?
Golly. Woo, they hitting it. I feel like when I had to go to the hospital, Shamia was the first one to show up. I do know that Portia was on her way.
I should have put the pedal to the mother metal. I'm telling you.
No, but I still would have loved them for who they are. I always try to take up for someone that I feel might be bullied or because, you know, she feels teamed up
against
on.
what?
She feels like things going on. I'm trying to just come in and stand as a real friend.
Which I never asked her to do.
She didn't ask me anything. That's just my character.
Drew Sedora from Atlanta, Georgia, has a question for Shamia.
Yes, hi, Drew.
Drew wants to know, what exactly was your intention in telling K. Michelle that the women didn't want to be friends with her?
I just hope you be loyal to me. I hope you be my friend because none of my friends want me to be your friend.
Do you realize that comments like that can influence someone's perception before they've even had a chance to meet the group for themselves?
Absolutely. But I must say that the women that Kay is speaking about are not a part of the friend group.
Okay.
So let's just be clear, because I know that keeps coming up. Like, I'm trying to sway Kay to not be friends with whoever in the friend group.
Okay.
Kay and I left the dinner with Drew. Kay dropped me off at Chastain. I was going to meet Candy. Candy and I are good friends. Candy is also good friends with some people that Kay don't get along with.
The Mean Girls of Atlanta that I'm speaking of.
So I don't want to get into it because I'm friends with them as well.
So, Shamia, let me ask you this. In a recent interview, you said that there were some off-camera events that happened between you and K. Michelle.
Yeah.
What happened?
I'll let Kay speak on it.
Well, you the one ran and told everybody.
No, actually, you are the one that ran and told everybody.
I really did.
Actually, you did.
I really
You
did.
absolutely did.
Hold on a second, because I feel like this is about to open a huge can of worms. We're going to take a quick break.
The conversation brings some difficult truths to the surface, with K. Michelle acknowledging where she could have handled things differently while the other ladies explain their perspectives. However, just when it seems like they're getting somewhere, the discussion between K. Michelle and Shamia takes another tense turn, leaving the group with even more questions about what happened behind the scenes.